This is Michael with the Vision Experience. In this video, we're going to talk about the two FM transmitters and the two FM antennas that are included with your drive-in audio-video workstation. Now, with our transmitters, you have the option, of course, of doing two languages at the same time with one movie, or you can run two separate movie theaters at the exact same time with the single system. So I'm going to start with the antennas. As you can see, we include the antennas and we've made custom mounts so that they will mount right onto the tripod. We have a special rubber insert right here, and that whole thing will just pull right out, and then you can break the antenna down when you transport it. And then the other great thing about this is that the antenna cable or wire will just go right through the entire tripod, come out the bottom, and then that's what you'll connect to the back of your FM transmitter. Also, these quarter wave antennas come with several antenna tips, and these antenna tips all have a different frequency on them. So to dial in your FM frequency that you choose, when you find a blank spot on the FM dial, you'll just put the antenna tip on that is closest to that frequency, and then you'll have the best possible quality and range. Another tip when you're setting up your antennas is just to make sure that the antenna is higher than your cars or vehicles. That way you get the optimum range and quality and clarity. So just be aware of that. Now, one important tip, and this is extremely important: never power on your transmitter without the antenna connected. That can damage and possibly permanently damage your transmitter right there on the spot. So just be very, very aware of that. Now, when you turn on your transmitter, you have the option of setting a power level for it. It's got a low and a high setting. So the low setting is, I believe, around 1 watt or less, and then the high setting is the full 7 watts, giving you the full range. So to control that setting, what you need to do is push and hold this power button right there, the little circle with the dash, and then plug in your power cable into the back of the transmitter. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to have to set the phone down. This will take 1 second. So I'm holding down the power button, and I just plugged it in, and there we go. Now it's on high, and then with the minus and plus, you can switch it from low to high. And you might want to experiment with both those settings so you can see the range. If you're doing a smaller event or a smaller venue, you might want to use the low. There's one more tip I want to give you about setting up your transmitter and antennas. You want to keep those antennas probably around 75 feet from the closest vehicle. What happens is, particularly if you're on the high setting, that will overpower that first row of cars, and the radios will just be complete distortion. That might not happen on the low setting, but it certainly happens on the high setting. So make sure you position your antennas far enough away from the cars, and that way you'll never have an issue or problem with that. So now that you've set your power setting, all you do is hit the power button one time. Now you're on your frequencies, and you just scroll up and down to choose the frequency that you want to lock in with your FM transmitters. And then you just let everybody in your audience or the people with your wireless FM headsets know what frequency the movie's on, and you are all set and good to go. The final information I'll give you is, in the past videos, you saw how you use the optional audio out 1 or audio out 2. Those are your RCA outs. You just plug in the RCA into that, and then you plug in the mini jack right there where it says audio, and then there is a volume control if you want to fine-tune the output for your transmitter. That's it. You're set to go. Those are the FM transmitters for your drive-in movie theater.